Just getting started. I got to get together my poll question.
Back begin the armchair quarterbacks. Weekdays, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Hey, sports fans, it's Ron Peterson here, host of the Ron Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because
if I can get this poll question, no.
Because we make the listeners a part of the show. And more.
His first press conference since last month's debate with Donald Trump. Mark Mayfield has details.
This week, the White House confirmed Biden will speak with the media on Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the first time he's taken questions solo since November of last year. The press briefing will be at the Washington Convention Center, where Biden spent his third day at the 2024 NATO Summit. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Vermont's Peter Welch is the first Senate Democrat to publicly call on Biden to withdraw from the presidential race. This week, Senator Welch wrote in a Washington Post op-ed that while he has great respect for President Biden, it's time for him to step out of the race for the good of the country. Welch said the stakes couldn't be higher this election, and that voters cannot unsee President Biden's disastrous debate performance. He's now the 10th Democratic member of Congress to formally say that Biden should leave the race. American-made F-16 jet fighters are now on their way to Ukraine to help that country fight off Russia's invasion. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made the announcement on Wednesday during the NATO public forum in Washington. Blinken said the advanced fighter jets are expected to defend Ukraine's skies this summer. This comes on top of President Biden's announcement that NATO allies are providing more air defense systems to Ukraine, which continues to face Russian missile strikes. Costco members will have to pay more starting this fall. The company has announced it's increasing the annual membership fee. The cost of the Gold Star membership will go from $60 to $65 a year, while the premium executive
Good morning, everybody.
$120 to $130 annually. It's the first fee increase for Costco members in 7 years. The price of Costco stock rose 2% after the announcement. Over the last year and a half, Costco shares have nearly doubled in value. You're listening to the latest from NBC News Radio.
This is Barry Johnson's 2 cents on the economy today. Are we headed for a credit crisis in office buildings? It's very interesting to note that we have somewhere between $80 and $280 billion of credit that will have to go out to have office buildings refinanced.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing there? We appreciate you being with us.
Because they were financed at very, very low rates, near zero. And now they'll have to pay very high rates.
Well, Daniel, good morning. At least we responded. Put this in and see everybody. Yep, sorry, tippity tap. I was trying to get it in there. Sometimes,
These types of loans. And that could pose a serious problem. That is Perry Johnson's 2 cents on the economy today. For your 2 cents, go to PerryJohnson2cents.com and enjoy
The views and opinions of this show and program.
getting started.
Views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
Yes, indeed. It's that time again on a True Crime Thursday. As we kick this off, we want you to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you may be. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's time to kick it off for your favorite radio show all over the air and all over the world. Let's go ahead and do it right now. At least it's my favorite because I'm hosting. I'm RyanORadio Penitentiary. I'm your host of the most, Neal, and damn straight I'm the game. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast. Shout it out loud across that RyanORadio media page. Earth Rock Radio. New Navajo Nation and Arizona, as well as New Mexico, the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally across Real Radio, 99.1 FM, WQEE, home of Southern Sports Inspirational Talk, and the only show that really knows what they're doing, the RyanORadio Penitentiary. If you're listening to Snooze, Max, or CNN, well, they're just got you mind blown. Yeah, they're just making you think the way they think, which is you're a follower. Kind of like following David Koresh or Charles Manson. And to all the haters out there, I got this to say to you. Listen up. Yes, indeed, I am the man around here, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you being with us. What's up, Daniel, brother from another mother all the way in Missouri, as well as we've got Prince. Hello, Prince. Good morning to you, your highness. And then there was a real prick. That's all I'm going to say is on with us. Good morning, everybody. What are you guys doing? We got 3 hours of nonstop play of sports, entertainment, and more. We're going to have Elizabeth Sorrells, the author of the Birthday Bash, will join us in the final period. If you missed yesterday's show, you missed a great show live in the studio. Sally Toole from Histories and Mysteries was with us. Today, we got another great show for you. Hey, wait a minute. Why did all that disappear? 1.7K viewed that show in the first few hours. And of course, the internet wants to start acting up because that's the true crime this morning. Satanic internet. Possessed by the demons out there. They want to bring it down. All right, good morning. We appreciate you guys being with us. Coming up in just a few, Elizabeth Sorrells joins us, Unsolved Homicide in Small Town, USA. She and I are going to talk about, got to think about this. We'll see another unsolved homicide, and we'll try to see if we can solve it, play Homicide Hunter. And not as many people on this morning. Usually there's about 30 people on at the beginning of the show. And take it even further, what's going on? True Crime Thursday, we'll bring you some true crime news. Dumb crook news for you this morning. Yeah, we'll tell you what's going on with them dumb-ass crooks out there and what they're doing. Still. I'll tell you a little preview on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah, or ladies and germs, I like to say. A driver from New York City and New York very own Long Island ran off a cliff to get away from the law. He didn't die. He should have. He didn't die. Just kidding. No, man, I wouldn't wish death upon any evil person. You're mean, Ryan. There's something wrong with you if you wish that on evil people. Nah, he wasn't evil. He's just bad. There you go. Just bad. We'll talk about this doom crook thinking he can get away with law by going off into the law, going off a cliff. You know, if I go off the cliff, they can't get me. That's my mindset there. I saw it on the internet. The internet told me I could do that. Plus, we'll talk about at least 27 killed in Israel. We'll talk about what there, and we'll get you really ready for, a brand new After Baywatch series that's coming out on Netflix in August. It's about, it's got Carmen Electra in. Some of you guys remember her from back in the day. Dave Navarro from the Red Hot Chili Peppers / Janie's Addiction fame. Dated her, married her with something on TV. She was known for running around with Dennis Rodman. But we'll talk about that. And there was many people on that show, and they'll talk about the After Baywatch, the effects of that television series starring David Hasselhoff, where they're running really slow. Ding, 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 ding. We'll get into that this morning. Plus, maybe some life and crime of Vincent Kenny McMahon still in the headlines. Good morning, Pete. How you doing this morning? He says, good morning to me, which he's talking to me, right? Good morning to the Navajo Nation and everybody else as well, inmates. Good morning there to everybody that's a part of us. We'll appreciate it. We'll get into that in a moment. So we'll appreciate you guys being with us. Some Atlanta news, some Sunbelt news. Get ready for that tomorrow night. They're off tonight. And we'll drop in a little AEW Dynamite last night as Bryan Danielson won the men's tournament for the Owen Hart's Foundation tournament. He got the Owen Hart title, which that's not something to wear around. He's going to keep. And also the cup presented by Dr. Martha Hart, the widow of the late great wrestler Owen Hart. Yeah, they've been doing that in AEW for, I guess, a few years. He beat Hangman Adam Page, which was good. It's good. TARDIS Prince. Yeah. So we'll get into all this morning. Welcome everybody in. Here is our poll question to kick off the morning. Which of these true crime series, which of these true crime serial killers was the most shocking? Which was the most shocking? Golden State Killer, who was just recently, he got away with stuff here. He's a cop. worked in a mechanic in a Walmart type place. So 11% of the votes. Zodiac Killer, which Randy Rocket Cody has been on this show before and said he has found out who that was. 56% of the votes. 22% going to that South Florida Killer Clowns. 22% there. I like to know about that. That was a little bit more recent a few years ago. And 11% of the votes going to any other. Good morning, Mark W. How you doing? Mark W, how you doing there this morning, buddy? Pete saying hello, good morning. Lights was off in your studio when I went by early this morning. What time did you go by early? What time was that? Didn't know. It wasn't. I might have been taking a nap. You never know. What's up, LW? How you doing? But it is True Crime Thursday. True 6:20. No, I couldn't have been. I was here at that time. The lights are on. I don't know what happened there. 6:20 a.m. Pete came by the studio. Well, we're here for a little bit. I could have been taking a nap. You never know. Before I go on the radio. Yes, good morning, Mark. Good morning, LW. Romeo, hello. Romeo. What's up, Romeo? Is that the singer or the stud? Well, they're both studs, you know. So Romeo's stud up in here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, got a lot in store for you. Yeah, I could have been Pete taking a nap. You never, got to get on the air. Getting my coffee and everything, so you never know. True Crime Thursday continues. Elizabeth Sorrells joins us this morning in our final period. Unsolved Homicide in Small Town, USA. Her book is about her brother, the author of The Birthday Bash, about her brother's unsolved homicide in that same small town. We'll dive into this month's cases of unsolved homicides as well. All recent from all the way in the all the way back from the 1930s and 40s, even back to the 1800s till to 2023. Wow. We'll talk about those different cases. Romeo said he has a sister named Juliet. Oh, Romeo and Juliet. Is that what your parents named you guys? Is that because that was their favorite book to read? Parents like, you know what? It's going to just be easy to name my kids. We want to name our kids. This don't take like the rest of these people have to sit around and take some 6 months to figure something out. I got some great ideas. What? Romeo and Juliet. Why not? That's when parents are that are working really hard. They're like, I know it. We love our kids, but we need to, there you go. Why won't it let me donate? Oh, you want to donate? I don't have anything set up on the donation on the YouTube page, but you can donate to my Cash App at $RyanShelander. That's $RyanShelander or PayPal.me/RyanShelander, RyanShelander. I don't have anything set up on the YouTube quite yet. Appreciate that, Romeo. Pete said he cooked last night. What'd you cook? A 4-course meal? HT Reese is like, I need a 4-course meal. You're like, okay, I'll get it. All right, True Crime. We got a great guest. We got everything. Hopefully my voice is not going to go out on me there. Feel like it is and everything. 69 degrees, clear skies out there in the Atlanta market. We are holding at that. High near 91, low near 65 tonight. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Michael the Crook can exterminate and lay the smackdown for you. We appreciate that. Bacon, 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 mac and cheese with green beans. Bacon, 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 bacon. You said the magic word, Pete. Bacon, 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 bacon. Thanks for subscribing, brother. Thank you, Romeo. Oh, man. Bacon! Sorry about that, guys. When I say bacon, I just say bacon! Bacon! That's going to be the new thing. Whenever somebody comes in and we start getting a whole bunch like we did yesterday and everybody come in, yeah, man, bacon! Every time I see the word bacon, I'm going to go, bacon! Bacon treats, bacon treats, bacon treats, bacon, bacon, bacon. It's going to be a new part of the show. You just created a new part of the show, Pete. And Daniel said, you had me at bacon. I know that's right. Bacon, mac and cheese with green beans. Oh, man. H.T. Reese was like, hurry up with that. I'm just kidding. She'll be our guest tomorrow. She's the author of Life After Silence. And she'll be with us tomorrow talking about Warrior Defenders and stuff's coming up there in that event. There you go on Friday's show. Next, we got a full great week of guests as well. And we got someone coming down from Alpharetta to be with us. Mental health expert next week on the show. Next Friday on the show, as well as, of course, Shane B on Tuesday in the third period. In the second period, Richard Holdridge Sports Beat. And Monday we'll have Inside the Coaches Corner. Next Thursday, Courtney Lizo from the Book of the Dead podcast joins us for another Unsolved Homicide show there from around the country. And that's all next week on the show. Brazil, what's up, Brazil? Sylvia, how you doing? What's your favorite state? I don't really have a favorite state. They're all pretty good for what they are. I don't really, my favorite state is the United States. So every state. There's good people in every state, just like there's bad people in every state. That's what makes dumb Crook news funny. Texas. All right, here we go. I've already got the answer to this, but because since you're a Texan, Romeo, first of all, I know I'm glad you're doing all right. I don't know how close you were to the hurricane. Thank goodness you are on with us this morning. God bless you, brother. Also, what is the proper way of making chili, with or without beans? That's the burning question, with or without beans. I've had so many tell me, and Texans know how to make those for sure. They know how to make. Oh, you're in Houston. So man, you're right in the middle of all that, because we had Toby, another one of our listeners, is from Houston. So you guys got your utilities back on. I mean, I know you're probably going through a lot of other stuff. So God bless you, Romeo. We pray over you in the name of Jesus Christ over Romeo and his family this morning, because they're in the middle of all of that mess. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. You saw it on the news. I had somebody in Houston, because I know that the Houston Texans field was not a place to be. Whew, wow. 31 minutes past the hour. What? We got to go to a break? Yeah. We got to go to a break. You didn't know that? Man, we already talked about 10 or 15 minutes with our wonderful listeners. Like, what, Ryan? Really? Yeah, we got a few little headline news stuff. We'll talk about Israel war and much more coming up in just a few moments. Plus, it's True Crime Thursday, so we got our daily dumbass of the day. A guy drove off a cliff in Long Island. That's our daily dumbass, dumb crook. That's coming up this morning. Plus, we'll talk about a bunch of other true crime stories for you and everything. Thank you for your service, Romeo. Military for 6 years. Thank you for your service, young man. Thank you for doing that, for allowing me to be able to run my smack every day, and all of us that can have our freedom of speech. Yo, what's up, Gene? How you doing? Which of these true crime serial killers was the most shocking? 28% of you say the Golden State Killer. Zodiac Killer taking the top spot right now, 44% of the votes. The South Florida Killer Clowns at 17%. And any other killers out there, you guys got 11% of the votes. We're going to be back in a moment. You are tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. Got shot in the shoulder when I was in the military. Good Lord Almighty. Well, we definitely pray for you, brother. I hope you're doing all right now. I know that wasn't, wow. You're tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. Definitely thank you for your sacrifice from our listeners, for sure, young man. And Daniel saying the same thing. You're listening to 99.1 FM WQEE The Key, and everywhere on the Navajo Nation, everywhere, right here in the Atlanta market at 99.1 FM. You're listening to RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown. Back in a moment. Healed after 2 months. You know that. That's why you were in the military, brother. Tough son of a gun right there after 2 months healed. All right, brother. So happy for you. I'm 30 now. I was 17 when he went in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So unlike most kids, you actually knew what you wanted to do and how to make your future better. Even though you did get shot, that is a great sacrifice, but you said after 2 months you were healed. At least you knew what you were doing. A lot of young kids needed somebody like you to look up to talk to, Romeo. So say, hey, this is a great choice. Go do this. It can help you out in life. You can do this. I was a sheriff for a long time. Oh, in a small Texas town or in Houston. Just remember, you're stuck in here with me. I'm not stuck in here with you. No, that's right. You're stuck in here with us, though. All of us are stuck together in the penitentiary. I'm just going to say, ooh. It took about a year to heal. I figured it would for something like that, brother. Well, I'm glad you're doing okay now, and thank you for your service and sacrifice and all that good stuff, because without you, we wouldn't be able to get on here and do the things we do. Goodness gracious. Gotta love it when the internet don't want to work. I am from, who are you asking now? Because I told you, we're from Atlanta, where I'm at. Everybody's from everywhere. Romeo's from the Texas area. Daniel is from Missouri. And we got somebody else from the unknown. So there you go. Got to make sure this is up and running because we got questions. Brazil too. Yeah, we got somebody from Brazil. That's right. So you're from India. All right. Gene, that's fine. Gene FF. We're all good with that. You're just in lockdown now because this is called the RyanORadio Penitentiary. We get shock therapy with our shocking news. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Boston, Massachusetts, baby. One of my favorite places. Boston. Your cousin from Boston. Whoa, you're getting married? Mr. Dallas, 1992? 1 hour from now. Congratulations. Salem, Oregon. Congratulations. Remember, your life is over now that you get married. I'm just kidding. Red Bricks is from Detroit. I'm picking Mr. Dallas. No, congratulations, my friend. I'm so happy for you. I'll give you a shout out on the radio for that. Yes, indeed. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. What's up, sports nuts, inmates, and more? It's True Crime Thursday. Come on back in. Come on back in. About 38 minutes past the hour. 69 degrees, clear skies in the Atlanta market. We're high near 91 today, low near 65 tonight. Cool, finally cool. By God, thank God. Your time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Yes, Romeo, you're correct. Cancer sucks. I wish it didn't exist. I have survived some stuff like that and so many other people. Let me tell you what, Mr. Dallas 1992 is on with us this morning. 1 hour from now, he joins us on the show, right in a hot air balloon wedding. He is going to have a hot air balloon wedding 1 hour from now in Salem, Oregon. Just make sure that your pilot knows how to pilot that thing. What you guys do? You're going to go straight to your honeymoon on that. You're going to get married. You're going to go straight to your honeymoon. You're going to Hawaii or whatever. Congratulations, Mr. Dallas. Then we got Boston in the house. Boston in the house. Tell us who you are from Boston. Our cousin from Boston. Everybody showing the love there. Had a pre-honeymoon. There you go. Sylvia, thank you. Naked Cliff driving wedding. Well, it's close to the guy that drove off the cliff in Long Island. We'll talk about that. Usually think a Florida man would do what we're going to talk about this morning, but he didn't. Poopy Pie, what's up? Good morning to you. My soon-to-be wife, laugh out loud. Your soon-to-be wife. Oh, you had a pre-honeymoon. There you go. Amy Bishop was pretty shocking killer. Yes, there you go. Guys, you can help out the brother on the show by going to my Cash App at $RyanShelander. $RyanShelander. RyanShelander. Or you can go ahead and help a brother out by going to my PayPal at paypal.me/Ryan, RyanShelander. You can help a brother out there, keeps the show rolling and keeps the wife happy. All right, there you go. Martin, what's up? 441 here. Must be early there. Is it late or early? Mr. Dallas seems like a traveler. She's getting into a hot air balloon. And anytime a woman says, hey, we're going in a hot air balloon to get married. Just kidding, Mr. Dallas. What's up, Z? How you doing this morning? We got us a listener that's going to get married in an hour on the show. Is right here on the show. The final thing he does before diving into a long life of wedding bliss is he's on the show with us this morning. That is cool. Lesson one. One wife is right. There you go. The fact that no one knew she killed her brother and tried to bomb someone else until she committed or attempted a mass shooting. Yeah, that is strange. That Amy you're talking about. As we are. True Crime Thursday this morning. Woo. Romeo said, my best friend got shot in the line of duty. Wow, Romeo. Is he doing all right? Romeo's guys from Texas. He is a soldier, former soldier. Well, a retired soldier, I should say. So we'll keep in there. Him and his friends definitely in our prayers. Thanks. See how many people are congratulating you. There you go. What is your opinion on illegal mass immigration? It is a very unique subject. And I do understand the people in America's feelings about it because I live here and I listen to everybody's opinion. So I do understand where they're coming from. And I do because it is kind of a little scary. They don't believe that everybody that comes through the border. And here's the imaginary conspiracy theory that they try to throw on you guys. It's True Crime Thursday, y'all. Woohoo! Yes. Here's imaginary conspiracy theory they throw on you, Gene, is that every one of these people think that everybody comes through the borders or are bringing drugs and stuff. No, they just don't want people coming through illegally. So You know, but if you watch the mainstream media, they got you thinking that all these people are hateful people. And they hate each other. It's not true. It's just a way to make money. Romeo, my best friend, got shot in the line of duty and got killed. Oh, brother, we pray for you in the name of Jesus Christ, and we'll leave you. And we'll pray over you and your friend this morning. Amen. God protect Romeo and his friends and family. I know one of them had passed away. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah, send us some, Mr. Dallas. Thank you. I'll try to shoot some photos later to you. That'd be great. I got 99 Classic Rock in here. You can do that. 99classicrock@gmail.com. We'd love to see those, brother. And you can go to our Facebook page and tag us too. It'd be great. People probably said the interview with the Border Patrol guy did with Theo Vaughn was very enlightening. It was, wasn't it? It was. Thanks for the amens there. Let's move forward. I don't think nobody's going to mess with you, Romeo, if they come in your home. Is the current government good there? Determines who you ask. We usually don't get too much into politics until it's time to talk about it, but it determines who you ask. We have a divided audience. Some feel yes, some feel no, and we listen to all of them's opinions on this show. I don't know about anybody else's show, but on the show we do. That's what makes the show better. No, they can't find the stairs. No, they're always looking for ice cream. Never mind. Brain freeze. That's what happened a few weeks ago. Never mind. Brain freeze. And I tell you, we're going to play golf. Yeah, but that's what it is, Gene. We do have a good variety of people with different opinions. Some feel yes, some feel no. So, and right now with the economy the way it is, a lot of people not happy with the administration because of that. And you can understand when they're spending way more than they should, you know. I mean, even the people who have money are like, man, this is too much. You know, everybody thinks they're complaining about themselves, but they're really thinking, man, if I'm having to pay this much, what do you think the poor folks over there are paying? Jesus Christ, they can't even eat. But yeah, there's that. So there you go. All right, let's see what we got going on. Poopy Pie said, then leave the stream and get help. Got that shotgun pumped up, said Martin. Piece of tooth out you. Oh, yeah. There you go. You're talking. Bruce, what's up, brother? About time you got here. I think somebody was looking for you yesterday. Okay, driving over to the spot to lift off now. Have a great day. I'll send you photos and a gift. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Dallas. We appreciate that, man. Send us some photos for sure. Thank you for whatever gift. We'll appreciate it. Congratulations once again, Mr. Dallas, for your engagement and marriage to be here shortly. That's right. Laugh out loud. Cardi B's rant about groceries was right. I know she can afford them. I can't. All the folks getting that way. Yes, sir. She's a Tennessee boy. You know what? Your girlfriend was looking for you yesterday, Bruce, all day. She didn't find you in here and she came off, buddy. Maybe it's Bigfoot, said Poopy Pie. Oh, could be. All right, let's take a look at a couple of news stories for you right quick. At least 27 killed in Israel's airstrike and a makeshift camp at a southern Gaza school. The strike was near the entrance of the small southern Gaza town that was hit on Tuesday. 27 killed, 53 people are in critical condition. Ceasefire is supposed to be underway in this situation. Also, at least 6 people were killed and 16 injured in a drone and missile strike targeting Ukraine and 24 provinces in the Ukraine. In the past 24 hours, Russia has extended its largest offense in months in 3 days. Wow. And union workers, ladies and gentlemen, at Samsung Electronics declared an indefinite strike on Wednesday, calling the world's biggest strike in the wage increase and other benefits what's becoming the world's largest labor action and tech giants, and the 55 years it was in existence. Got us a few headline news for you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, you can read all these on the WQEE Facebook page for yourself. Federal agents rescued 23 migrants in a locked rail car in scorching Texas heat because it is hot out there. Also, British crossbow killings. Police arrest a suspect in a triple murder of a BBC host family. Wow, man. Some stuff going on in Britain. They're just still killing people over there, even without the guns. Wow. So I guess our gun guys and girls out here are right about that. I get all these stories about these people shooting each other with bows and arrows and knives and stuff. And yes, from the BBC host on there. Now, I mean, I say what? That's the second time some national news person in London's been attacked and family's been attacked and everything, threatened death. I mean, people over here, I mean, we got Alex Jones and he's not even being threatened like that. Woo-wee. Wow. BBC, yes. Ooh, David, balls to do it with a crossbow. I know, right? Well, since they don't have guns, they got stricter gun laws, they got to find some way to kill somebody. What's up, McGee? What's up, brother? So I guess these news stories are proving the gun and so-called gun enthusiast, we'll use that word. That's what they, right, huh? He ain't take the guns away, buddy. He's still going to kill somebody. So that's been proven right. For those folks. All right, let me put another check mark for him. Dadgummit. Only people I'm listening to is the true preppers, not the QAnon guys, not the people just against one-sided government, the people that are coming up going, you know what, buddy, they all don't like you. Yes, sir, I'm going to listen to you. You got that big old long beard and them overalls. I think you know what you're talking about. You can do more with a samurai sword. Oh, God, David, yeah. You got that right. Stuff, the BBC, the peddling propaganda. Yeah. We have a few news sites. I tell you, I don't like the mainstream media in this country, but I don't think anybody's going to shoot Tucker Carlson or Anderson Cooper because you don't agree with them. I mean, and Alex Jones. Yeah, Alex Jones will tell you what, take the blue pill or the red pill. Yeah, go to Infowars.com. Nobody's gonna. I don't think nobody needs to shoot him if you don't agree with him. Thank goodness we don't do that. Wow, it's kind of sad though. What's up, Mr. Crispies? What's up? He says, "Morning, Squire. How's your day? So far, so good, sir. Thank you." McGee says, "I don't really care, man. I don't really care. They can get shot. I care. I don't really care." Alec Baldwin trial. Yeah. He shouldn't have shot that. He shouldn't have shot those people on the site. He should have shot his photographer and movie director. I didn't know there was a bullet in this. Point it straight at him. You don't point it straight at him. Anybody's ever been on a movie set knows this. I'm a hard man, Rhino, says McGee. Well, that's why you're doing hard time in the RyanORadio Penitentiary, brother. David says, British brainwashing channel, just like Communist News Network. Yeah, but you guys are not attacking the Communist News Network like that. You're like, I'm not going to shoot Anderson Cooper because I don't like him. I just won't watch it. I mean, the Snoozemax is doing the same thing too. It's like, ooh, I wouldn't want any of those people shot with a bow and arrow. They've been that old school shooting bow and arrows. I have heard about the Canadian wildfires. It happens every year, similarly around this time, don't it? Hard time, come on, said Bruce. Tooth Fairy says, I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm tired. Good night, young lady. Take care of yourself. Romy says, I killed over 457 people when I was in the Army. Ooh, man. Dang, man. That's a lot. Yeah, Alec Baldwin shooting somebody, Martin. We're going to take another break. We get a lot of great response. Yo, what's good up? Good morning to you, Brian. Thank you very much. All I'm going to say in that situation for the guy shot by the crossbow and arrested triple murder BBC host, all I'm going to say is the gun people were right. Get rid of the guns, you're still going to have murder. Hello, how you doing? Wasn't. They were right. Remember that old prepper that lives in the woods that don't like nobody, don't trust no government? Maybe that's the guy you need to go befriend right now. Back in a moment. Good night, Toofy. He did mess up. Martin did mess up. I mean, Baldwin did mess up, Martin. You're right.
Excuse me? This is your wake-up call from Tracfone Wireless. Okay. What if you didn't need all those pretzel sticks by the end of the month? So this store took them back. Good luck. That's how some wireless companies are with your data.
BBC racing broadcaster. Somebody didn't like the way he called the Formula One races, I guess. London is a knife crime capital of the world. Wow. Never trust the government when they say I'm here from the government and I'm here to help. Ronald Reagan, says David. Well, that prepper out there don't trust anybody. He's like, I'm not voting for either one of them. They all the same to me. If she comes looking for me, hey, I'm here every day. I'm out. She was looking for you yesterday. She said, where's my boyfriend? Bruce, she was looking for you yesterday. Yep, not in their club. That's right. Right to the airport. Probably speak rubbish about 2 years of COVID lockdown, unless we forget. There was a lot of stuff being said during that time, but I know people that got the COVID for real. Okay, airport. Okay, I practiced airsoft for 5 years. What is that, Romeo? Romeo is a soldier, by the way, guys, from Texas. He's a retired military vet. So I had somebody ask earlier about that. You see there, let me go back up here and find you. Gene FF, when you asked about that, there's another reason, is what David put in there. Tells you the variety of thought processes on that. So, nope. I told you all the stuff they preaching on the TV was about hate, and the people just said, hey, this is how I feel about this, is how I feel about that, this is how I feel about this. I was asked a question earlier. I just going to use your answer, David, as an example to show. Airsoft is like paintball, but no. Oh, okay. Bruce said COVID equal check. Magnus. Hey, mate, Magnus had to shorten my name. Hope all is well. Hey, that's fine, Magnus. You are still Magnus. Magnus. Sounds like a name of a wrestler. There was a wrestler named Magnus. Rockstar radio show. They kept it. David, they kept it. They didn't keep all our money. They didn't care for us. Exactly. Exactly. What happens to all the earmarked money? Exactly. They do something with it. Not on that game, not waiting Waiting to pay for that. Nope, can't do that. Magnus a Viking. Oh, man, that would be a cool image, wrestling image right there for you. Dress like a Viking. Show up and say, I'm challenging Drew McIntyre. Oh, daily devotion alert. Randy, thank you, Randy. Well, I guess it's time to go to the break.
WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key.
Love the show Vikings. That Pete does too. McGee and Pete, you both like that show, I know. Of course they did. It's been happening for decades. Exactly. Here's one of our, I bet you David's ready. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to read that for you. Thank you, Randy, and I'm going to read that coming up. We'll get into some true crime stuff. News, true crime news. You know, one of the members of the Oak Ridge Boys passed away, by the way. So, and we're going to talk about Carmen Electra and others from the Baywatch movie, or Baywatch show, I should say.
FAA is investigating an incident in which two planes tried to use the same runway. Commercial flight aborted its landing as another plane took off from the Syracuse, New York runway. The aftermath was captured on North Syracuse Police dashboard cam video. It shows the planes appearing to pass close by each other. FAA is not yet classified.
I got to keep that up there.
Also at SRNews.com, Senate Democrats will meet with White House officials later today to discuss their concerns.
A growing number of Senate Democrats have voiced concerns about Joe Biden's prospects for re-election.
I know, right? I wish I was that money poor, David. True crime, yes. Over 300 people died. Wow. Too bad Vikings 2 was rubbish. Vikings 1 was good, was fantastic. Romeo's putting one in. All right.
Over 1.5 million customers still without power in Texas.
Ooh, sorry to hear about that.
This is SRN News.
But you know what? Jane will help you out. She'll help you get over it, Bruce. If she comes on today, she wanted to come on, she'll be like, where was Bruce? Where's my... She got mad yesterday, stayed on a couple minutes and left because you wasn't here. Shut the front door. Drew McIntyre is an awesome wrestler. Yes, Drew is. Talked a little wrestling this morning. Elizabeth Sorrells joins us in the final period. Oh. Let's get ready.
Cowboy Force is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowboyforce.org.
Oh, I don't know why I got rid of that. Man, we had a 1.9 views the other morning on the Tuesday show. Yesterday's show 1.7 in the first couple of hours. 1.7K, 1.9K. A lot of people reviewing. I want to thank them. We had a lot of likes as well. I got to thank them. You want to help a brother out? $ RyanShelander. That's $ RyanShelander, RyanShelander. That's my Cash App, as well as my PayPal at paypal.me/RyanShelander. So get help out, help a brother out, keep the show going.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of the Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours.
All right, here we go. We're getting ready to come back. It's going to be fun time. We're going to do our day devotion first, and we'll get into all the other stuff. And I'm going to use yours, Randy, as well, if I can get it back up here. There we go.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
Uh-oh. Bubonic plague. I hope we don't get that. I don't want all that. I don't want all that. Awesome. Now, Dave, did I hear about the TPU, hear about the, oh, yeah. I heard about that in Colorado. Yes. With the guy that worked on the farm. We talked about that yesterday. Welcome into period number 2. Yeah, period number 2 of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You're in lockdown here, 50,000 plus of you worldwide, all over the RyanORadio Penitentiary page, 50,000 on the Shoutcast, RyanORadio media page, iHeartRadio, Amazon Prime. That's where it gets off to, as well as we're off on the Navajo Nation, Arizona, New Mexico on Earth Rock Radio, 25 radio stations there, real and internet, as well as we're across 99.1 FM, WQEE the Key in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada and the YouTube page. Yeah, I'm the man around here, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Bruce, for saying this is the best show ever. Probably cooked it up in a Chinese lab. Probably McGee. Those who don't know, we were talking about this, that I guess you would call it a black plague. It is the sickness that came that we talked about. I think we talked about yesterday, where a fourth person in the United States and one on a farm in Colorado, kind of, I guess you would call him a farmhand. It was milk. I guess they were milking cows or something like that. Ended up passing away from mad cow disease, basically. Haven't heard about mad cow disease since I was going to college. That was many, many moons ago. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Roman. Roman wanted to put one in for us this morning. Hebrews 13, 8-6. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Do not carry about with various and strange doctrines. It says. I love it. Let's make that our daily devotion right quick, since it popped up right quick. Got so many people popping up. Randy, I appreciate yours too, brother. As you always do that. You're like, somebody's going to take your job. Nope, nobody's taking your job. Yeah, the daily devotion brought to you by Noonan City Church, 17 First Avenue, here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan. Summer, winter, spring, fall. Not summer, winter, spring, fall. 17 First Avenue here in the metro Atlanta area of Noonan. Transforming lives for Jesus' sake. 8 a.m. services inside on Sunday mornings, 9 and 10:30 outside, and the 10:30 service also has the inside service. And for the hip cool kids at 6:30 p.m., Pastor Jimmy Allison inviting you out, transforming lives for Jesus' sake in the Noonan area. All right. Actually, quite scary. Wiped out 50 million people 600 to 700 years ago. The Black Plague did. It sure did. It was something. I know that we got more medical advancements in our day and time, and a lot of things shouldn't hurt us too bad. You know what I'm saying? We all, we did. I got to say, we came out, majority of us, unscathed during the pandemic. So I think we got a stronger society and more medicine and more, I think that and a lot of you guys do sweet leaves medicine too. So, I mean, it helps you out. It makes you argue when you don't have it, because there's people around you that will argue people. But hey, what's up, Jim H? Good morning to you. We're getting into period number 2 of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. True crime news coming up this hour. Plus, in the final period, ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Sorrells will join us. So, Poopy Pie, I hope you're there with us. England won that match by cheating. Oh, Bolly said England won the match by cheating. Oh, you guys we're getting some arguing. We got a real foosball. There you go. Which of these true crime serial killers was the most shocking? 24% of you say the Golden State Killer. Zodiac Killer is getting 39% of votes, taking the top spot. down in South Florida, those South Florida killer clowns, 17% of the votes and 20% going to other. Oh, no, there's nothing wrong with the sweet leaf. That's what most of you guys are doing. That's why you didn't have too much to worry about during the pandemics. So they didn't really know how to utilize the sweet leaf back in the day. So that's why they had problems, you know. They might have cooked it or did something with it. I don't know what they did with it back in the 1800s. Our advancement in society has figured out, hey, you know, this thing might work. It does help with cancer, though. PSD, all that stuff. It does help people with that. So, Sweet Leaf says, it sure does, brother. Sure does. I haven't slept for like 17 hours. Wow. Best cereal region. I say Northern Illinois and Southern Wisconsin. I cannot disagree with you on that, Jim. A lot of the big named serial killers came through those areas. McGee says, get some sweet leaf, Romeo. That's why I'm in the Army. Well, Romeo, we appreciate your service, brother, as always. And of course, guys, let us know in the feed as it continues to grow on the True Crime Thursday poll question as we continue to move forward. Here's a couple of news stories I want to talk about before we head into our True Crime Stories of the Week. Firefighters in Colorado. We're back in Colorado again. We told you yesterday about the farm, basically I'm going to say farm worker that passed away, but now we got something else. Firefighters in Colorado showed security footage, camera footage from a home in which a canine investigating in some boxes set on top of a stove started a fire in the home. Camera footage revealed that the cause of the blaze in a family's home had a dog jumped up on his hind legs to investigate what boxes were on the stove and accidentally turned the stove on. Man, good Lord. What kind of stove is that? And then, of course, the boxes caught on fire. The moral to this story is, please don't leave boxes on your oven because you never know what's going to happen. Let's get him to 750 subs. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Romeo. 1040 on the sweet leaf, says Bruce. Mine are red. There you go. So there you go. So yeah, don't leave your boxes on your ovens, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a very good. Also, ladies and gentlemen, or I like to say ladies and germs, SpaceX launched yesterday a new round of Starlink satellites. Those are satellites for internet, basically. We have a few listeners on here that have those in their areas in India and other parts of the world. Into a bit of the first launch at the beginning of July. It took them a few days, or actually a couple of weeks before they did it. So it's supposed to be the beginning of July, but hey, they got it launched eventually as of yesterday. Majority of medical school students at Johns Hopkins University will not have to pay for their tuition. Did you know this? Michael Bloomberg's donation of $1 billion to the school is going to enable some of the students to go there at no cost for a semester. Now, that is pretty darn cool. I got to give him credit on that. Wish somebody would pay my bills. Magnus said, how's that possible? Somebody blaming the dog? There's a video of it, Magnus. The dog jumped up. They left the boxes on the oven, and the dog accidentally turned the oven on. I don't know what kind of oven it was. Must have been a fancy oven. It was in Colorado, so there you go. They probably forgot they left their boxes on the oven. They're on vacation. Hey, baby, do that. Yeah, dude. Did we leave boxes on the oven? I don't know. Spot to tell us when we get home. Just kidding. Yeah, you can look it up online. Isn't it strange and unusual news? I'm just picking with you, Sweet Leaf. Sweet Leaf says, that doesn't bother me when you do it, brother. Okay. Sue says, me either. Tim says, it bothers me. Not. Rodney K says, well, I'll be the one to say it bothers me. Just the best with you. Bob, what about you? I don't want to make Bob mad. All of my Navajo Nation people love that sweetie. And some of you regular folks in the YouTube do too, but you know. Yeah, so yeah, look, yeah, you'll see it. Thank you. Very fun show. I appreciate it. Video, there's supposed to be a video of it, yes, of the dog. The firefighters in Colorado shared a security camera footage. So I don't know if it's the footage of the dog doing it and them seeing it, but you know, I mean, Ring Home, just think if you got that home Ring security system and it's watching. Don't pick on my brother, Sweetleaf. No, I'm not going to do that. I haven't had a chance to check that out, but I will this weekend, Martin. I promise you I will, my friend. I always keep my promises as best as I can. Thank you, Bruce, for being here every day. And finally, guys, you guys remember the show Baywatch? Where they're running real slow. David Hasselhoff from KIT. He had to have another show that was slow, right? From, you know, Knight Rider, KIT. Knight Rider. David Hasselhoff. And he was a singer, too. Also, he was in SpongeBob. So. Karma Electra and so many others, Alexandra Paul and others are going to appear in a new documentary on August 8th. This is going to be on Hulu. It's going to be kind of a behind the scenes, a moment in this. It's called After Baywatch, A Moment in the Sun. It's kind of a documentary about the series Baywatch, which I know everybody watched because of the seriousness of that show, the drama, the great, fantastic acting skills of Karma Electra, Pamela Anderson. You know, all of them had great acting skills back then. I know every one of you guys watched it for that. You were not watching it for anything else, right? You were watching it because it was a show that taught morals too, in slow motion. Carmen Electra. That's a Karma. I keep saying Karma. Carmen Electra was hot back in the day, says McGee. Also, Billy Carlson yes, I wrote that down too, brother. Woo-wee. But yes, Carmen Electra. She was married to Dave Navarro from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and that one album he was on with them, and Janie's Addiction. Also, she went and hung out with old Dennis Rodman. Carmen Electra. She also started the Pussycat Dolls. But McGee knew all that already. He watched that show because she was a great actress. And he liked her. Carmen Electra. I'm mad at myself for missing her. Oh, there you go. Pamela Anderson. Yes, acting skills were A grade. Yeah, grade A. That's right. That's what you guys watched that show for. You guys watched it because it was drama, grade A acting. You know, David Hasselhoff was on there. I mean, come on. People running up the beach slow. Get you some sleep, Romeo, for sure, brother. Carmen Electra, Alexandra Paul, Pamela Anderson, others will be in this documentary August 28th. But don't worry, they may be fully clothed, but they'll show you guys the action on the beach scenes, because that was action on the beach scenes. That was, you know, Pamela Anderson saved a lot of men back in the day. You know, that's what real lifeguards do, is what she did. Carmen Electra did the same thing. Then there was another one. What was it? Oh, then there was the girl from Charles in Charge who was on there. Then there was the other girl that played on Tim. No, Pamela was on Tim the Tool Man Tether too. Yeah, that's right. I have not I would like to find out more about Linda and see what. All right, guys. Let's see what time it is. 18 minutes past the hour. It's currently, good Lord almighty, 69 degrees with a high near 91 and low near 65. Clear skies out there. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Summer, winter, spring, fall. We don't care for those runners, critters, great things at all. Michael the Crook can exterminate and land a smackdown for you. Seems like only my single guys are commenting on how they enjoyed watching Baywatch for its action-packed drama and family-friendly morals. Good morning, everybody. And the not hey, and Navajo Nation from Cher says, happy Thursday. Oh, she was. I got to check that out, brother. I'm just telling you, after Baywatch is going to be out. After Baywatch, A Moment in the Sun is going to debut on August 28th on Hulu for those who want to check it out. But that's all that. So, I'm going to have to bring that up to Shane on Tuesday because he's going to watch that. He'll be like, it's the best documentary ever, guys. Shane's like, I don't like anything, but I like that. I'll be like, I wonder why. All right, we got some true crime news coming up for you. Coming up in the final period, Elizabeth Sorrells joined us. She's the author of The Birthday Bash, a book about her brother's unsolved homicide, where she is going to talk about another unsolved homicide in small town USA today. That's coming up. She'll have this month's homicide deaths and everything. So there you go. That's all coming up for you. Which of these true crime serial killers was the most shocking to you? 23% say the Golden State Killer. Zodiac Killer, 42% of the votes. 19% going to the South Florida Killer Clowns. And sounds like a metal band. And others are a punk rock band. And other is 17% of the votes. There you go. Uh-oh. You've been ordered to go to sleep by Pete. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Let's do this one. You get through all the news that is the news that should be the news. All right. Let's do a little sports right quick for you. AJ Wilson is the first WNBA player on an NBA 2K global cover. The Las Vegas Ace Forward says seeing herself and others on there is an achievement in the 2K25 era for gamers out there. And the hurricane that ripped through Texas and went into Houston made landfall was a Category 1, ladies and gentlemen. Still some lights out, still some homes down, still everything. We're thinking about our friend and praying for our friend Toby, who's a listener to the station and the show. We'll hope he's back up very soon on the feed. But the Category 1 hurricane was announced on Monday in Texas and has since hit a couple of places, including the Houston Texans field, guys. Not looking too good there. They're going to have to get that cleaned up before they get back out there on the field. My internet isn't working this morning. Uh-oh. My share says my internet isn't working this morning. Had to disconnect from it to get anything. What? Oh, yeah. Man. Need to put that in FEMA and tell them to pay for that. Thank you, Bruce, for saying praying for our brother Toby out there in Houston in the middle of that. McGee says, I saw an article about the 2024 Olympic basketball team being better than the 1992. Oh, no. Yeah, I heard that too. Team. Ain't no team better than 1992. You know, that's the dream team, buddy. You're right. Now, this team is good, but they'll never be the 1992 dream team. 2024 Olympic team will never be the 1992. Yeah, of course you're going to have people do that. They always got to say that every time we get younger is better. Every time. It doesn't matter. Wrestling, sports, music, whatever. It's all to keep the younger is the better. The younger are better. As we get older, they'll say that. I mean, I'm waiting to hear somebody one day tell me that Metallica being classic rock is not as good as they should be. I'm like, come on. You're wrong. Metallica is always going to be good. They are my era, my generation's Led Zeppelin. 1992 Dream Team, no question. There you go, Magnus. Not going to happen. 92 all day. There you go, Bruce. Do it. There you go. So it's just somebody's opinion, McGee. Oh, they don't even know what they're talking about. Because look how many of us all said the 92. Including all my sports guys on the station will say that. But that might hurt somebody's feelings. All right. And a little wrestling wrap up from last night. 23 minutes past the hour, still at 69 degrees. Beautiful sunny skies and clear skies out there. Feeling good today. Nothing going to happen 92 all day. That's right. All right, not going to happen 92 all day. All right, here we go. Wrestling fans, congratulations to Bryan Danielson, the former Daniel Bryan, who defeated Hangman and Page for the Owen Hart tournament. They always have tournaments over there. Title and cup presented by Dr. Martha Hart, Dr. Martha Hart, the widow of Owen Hart, wrestler. Yeah, he had nothing to do with AEW. He was passed away for that. Will Ospreay's promo on MJF, back and forth. MJF had his. Swerve Strickland, the world champion, says he's going to lead Team AEW in blood and guts against the Elite. The Acclaim made a video about the Young Bucks because they're in that. They're on that team. Chris Jericho and his crew beat down Joe in a kind of a stampede match. It was kind of like a no holds bar match. Put him in the back of an ambulance and watched him go away. Pac defeated Kyle Fletcher, Claudio, and Isaiah to move forward to take on the international champion next week, after next week's match between MJF and Will Ospreay, whoever that is. Mercedes Moné, former Sasha Banks, had a promo. Maria May defeats Willow Nightingale. She's the women's Owen Hart champion, and that's pretty much about it. Yeah. I didn't watch it, so there you go. All right. No doubt, gents. 106 degrees here today. Woo! Martin's going to be in the heat. The heat is on. It's on the streets. Woo! Stay inside, brother. That's what I say. Stay inside. We got some true crime news we're going to talk about, including the daily dumbest of the day, the dumb crook of the week. Let me tell you, this guy drove off a cliff just to get away from the police. He did survive because he crashed into the water. But he thought he was going to get away. He thought he was going to do one of those movie things. He'd been watching too much Fast and Furious. We'll talk about this guy after the break. Oh, all desert where Martin is. No water. Stay inside. Stay inside, Martin. Oh, yes. 100 yesterday and Rexford. Yeah. That sounds like cool weather. Cooling water. All right, we're going to take a break. Still to come. Elizabeth Sorrells, the author of the Birthday Bash, joins us in the final period. Plus, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, H.D. Reese, the author of Life After Silence, joins us on Friday. We're going to take a break. I like her. She just needs to get with the right team. There you go. Who are we talking about? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. All right, back in a moment. Oh, wait, before I do this. Somebody else is out there in the heat. Captain Hot Buns. Good morning, Captain Hot Buns. Thank you for joining us. 30 more minutes from Rexford drive to Canada. Oh, there you go. What kind of, just for you, Martin, I want to know, what kind of diapers does he wear? Depends. Am I guessing right? Or did I mess up the joke? I hope I didn't mess up the joke. Hey, Captain, says Cher. Romeo, where's your comment, brother? Bye. Stay safe. Call me if I need to pull. Call me if I need to pull my sniper out. My army joke. Okay, I'll definitely let you know, brother. Stay safe, my brother. We will call you for sure. Martin, I must have got it right. For you. Dude wipes. Oh, dude wipes. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Funny, but not right. Yeah, Romeo, you definitely be the first one I call. You're my sniper for sure, brother. You're part of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Go ahead and make you head of the security here at the penitentiary. Sniper, don't leave. Take out the inmates. Not take out the inmates, take out the trolls that come in. He fills up his nappy. Loves filling up his nappies. All along the watchtower. How long do I have left, Real? I got another hour and 30 minutes. I hope you could stay. If not, I understand. True crime Thursday. Time to get back into the true crime. Awesome. I appreciate it. Real. Love that song too. Love that song. Bob Dylan wrote it. Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan wrote it. Yeah, I got it going. Oh. Bob Dylan wrote it. But my son Jacob from the Wallflowers sings better than me. Honestly, he does. Make a mode so I can be your security. There you are. I definitely need to do that. Guys, you want to help out a show? It's easy as can be. $ RyanShelander for Cash App. RyanShelander. Or PayPal secondary. PayPal.me/my name RyanShelander. But the RyanORadio Penitentiary continues on. Bob Dylan knocking on heaven's door. That's right. Knocking on heaven's door. McGee's out. Don't leave, McGee. McGee, don't leave McGee. Don't leave me, McGee, man. Don't leave me, man. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. Welcome back. Time for true crime news. Oh, they don't want none of our true crime news. Waiting for the new Bob Dylan movie to come out they're talking about. Bob is in the studio with us this morning. Bob, you ready for your new movie to come out? They're talking about your songs Knocking on Heaven's Door and All Along the Watchtower. Yeah, I am. Thanking everybody for being my fan out there. Tell them that Bob says, hey. Okay, Bob. Pete's excited for your new movie. I know. It's a documentary on my life. Knocking on heaven's door. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. I've been sentenced to life in Ryan's Oh, penal colony. No. We can't do that. Penitentiary. Magnus says, I love Bob Dylan. There you go. Bob Dylan's awesome, yes. I got all kind of characters who join me. They've joined me for years on my shows that I've done. Some people say I need medicine for those particular, guests, but from Elvis to Bob Dylan to Carl, from Sling Blade, I don't need no medicine for that. Take medicine for that, then guess what's going to happen? Then they won't be around. I got to have my friends around. All right, it's time to do some true crime news. Which of these true crime serial killers was the most shocking? 21% of you say the Golden State Killer. 20% say South Florida Killer Clowns. Only 16% for any other. And the Zodiac Killer, which we've talked about on the show with Randy Rocket Cody, at 43% of the votes. All right, still to come, Elizabeth Sorrells from the After the Birthday Bash will join us in the final period. But right now, at 34 minutes past the hour, 69 degrees, time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Noonan. It's time for us to do some true crime news for the weirds and true crime. Still, this morning we're going to talk about a guy who thought he was Vin Diesel or whichever one of those other guys, Paul Walker. He wanted to ride off the cliff being chased in Long Island, New York. So there you go. But first, we're going to go to the Jersey Shore. Hey, F you. Manchester Township, New Jersey is the place to be, or is the plot of where this is. A 60-year-old woman recently pleaded guilty to killing her housemate in 2020 by using a variety of household items. According to that Orange County prosecutor, Miss Mary Carbone is her name. Mary Carbone pleaded guilty on July 8th to the aggravated manslaughter of a 55-year-old man by the name of Frank. Oh, Mary, Miss Mary. That's Miss Mary now, Miss Mary. That's what you call him. In the South, we call the elderly people by their name. Hey, Miss Mary, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm just over here killing Mr. Frank. He pissed me off. Well, she was sentenced on September 13th of last year, and the state will pursue the term of 10 years for her. According to the police reports, February 24th, 2020, during the pandemic, some people couldn't handle it as well as the rest of us. Officers responded to the home at 6th Avenue there, where they found Frank deceased on the floor. The medical examiner ruled his death a homicide, and prosecutors said that Miss Mary used items such as a wooden board, tape dispenser, and shower curtain rod to, kill this man. Ugh. God. How did that work out? Miss Mary, I know, right? Hey, Bruce, we call the elderly we call them Miss or Mr. in their first name. Most times because we can't pronounce their last names, but her name is Carbone, though, still. Good morning. Hello?
Hey, this is Charlotte from Peace Point Protection.
Hey, Charlotte. Yes, I can hear you. Can I help you?
I'm calling because the updated plans for Medicare have just been released.
You just
They
won
give you
tickets
some
to
better
Taylor
access
Swift.
to things like dental, vision, hearing, and over-the-counter benefits. Now, these benefits aren't...
What's up, Christopher? How you doing?
So we are calling to make sure that you actually are...
Oh, yeah, it's an AI. See, everybody's job's being taken away. And when you start saying, oh, you need to go find a job. That gum AI taking everybody's jobs. What's up, Christopher? Good morning to you. Let's get back to this. And now, back to what I was saying. Bruce, tell them we call them Miss So-and-so, Pete, in the South. So that's why I'm calling her Miss Mary. Even though I know her last name is Carbone. It's just fun to say Miss Mary. I usually mess with them if they're live, but it was an AI. I was like, I don't have time. Because anytime I get those AIs, they'll say, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, baby, you can. Oh, okay, good. I'm like, they say, how are you doing today? Well, I'm not feeling too good. I want to jump off a bridge. Oh, sorry to hear that. Well, the AI responds to you. And, oh, man. Let's get back to Crazy Mary, right, Martin? Crazy Mary. The victim's housemate told the officers that Frank's body is in the hallway but didn't know what happened to him. However, investigators found out that, well, she had bloody fingerprints on the shower curtain, which she tried to hide in a trash bag in the backyard. I'm just going to throw this son of a gun's blood away. Oh, another Tennessee. The talented Mr. Ripley is with us this morning from Tennessee. The murder charges were reduced to aggravated manslaughter because legitimate proof of issues arose between the two. You never piss a woman off. You know, if that had been a Southern woman, nobody would have found his body. But it was in New Jersey, so it's like, F you, no, F you, Frank, no, F you, Mary. Well, F you, I'm gonna effing kill you. In the South, Miss Mary would have been like, I took care of that, and I'm gonna make some brownies. And tell me if I'm telling lies. All my Southern people going to hear me like, the boy is right. Oh, my Lord. True Crime Thursday for you guys jumping in. Sure, 99classicrock@gmail.com. There you go, brother. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. We're going to go from Miss Mary, who was just pissed at her roommate, to, well, a woman who allegedly used the severed thumb of her sugar daddy to open his phone. And she took money afterwards. 99, just 99, not 999, but 99classicrock@gmail.com is the email. A 22-year-old Washington woman, Washington, D.C., that is arrested on suspicion of killing her 53-year-old sugar daddy, cutting his thumb off and using it to get into his financial apps on his phone. Her name's Tiffany Taylor Gray. Miss Tiffany Taylor Gray. Tiffany Taylor Gray. What's up, Mad Monk? Good morning. April 5th, approximately 11:20 p.m. this year, officers were called to the 1300 block of Peabody Street Northwest for an unconscious person in an apartment. Police entered the residence and found the deceased gentleman with stab wounds. Over 2 months later, in June, police arrested 19-year-old Audrey Miller in Maryland on charges of first-degree murder while armed. Wait a minute. That's one. There was two suspects. The plot thickens. 19, and then now the second one was on July 1st was arrested, Tiffany Taylor Gray. She was located in Prince George County, Maryland, arrested for first-degree murder while armed, and she was sent back to D.C. Well, the victim was lying on his back in his bed in his apartment with head trauma and other lacerations to legs and hands. There was reportedly shards of glass on his body and bed. Reportedly last seen on CCTV footage on the evening of April 1st, the medical examiner believes he was killed 2 to 5 days before the police came to the apartment. Whoa. Wow. Now, they cut his thumb off to use it to get into his phone to get his money too, by the way. What's up, Art of Mind 559? Two women. Hey, we got a listener that's getting married here right now in a hot air balloon out in Salem, Oregon. Hopefully he don't have the same, situation. Pre-warn you, and them women can be crazy. Some of them can be crazy. I don't want to make the ladies on here come after me. Yeah, he was getting ripped off by him for sure. He thought he was the man. I got me two of them, two young ones, 19 and they're 20. Yeah, baby. I was telling you about them old men thinking they studs. Hey, get me a young girl. Got me a young girl. I don't know. Even hymns can't help me. Them girls didn't care about hymns. Anyway, they got into his cash app and everything. So, according to the complaint, they said Gray had been arrested in the past for fraud, including an incident in October involving the same man. October 4th, 2023, last year, he contacted Metro DC. Now, this happened before he got murdered. Metro DC police and said he was with Gray at his home, but then she left without saying goodbye. She left and didn't tell me goodbye. My girlfriend left. He noticed his phone was missing, and then there was charges on his cash app. She had to go get her some alcohol or drugs, man. Come on. That's how you keep them young women. Cigarettes. Gray, who was very smart with computers, switched his Google password as well. And after he was murdered, she cut his thumb off so she could continue to get in there and take his money. Oh. My girlfriend left me. She took my phone. How old's your girlfriend? She's in her 20s. Not his Cash App. Yeah, it's Cash App. That's why I got to ask you. Why do you think I asked you to send me money to my Cash App and help a brother out? I got a wife too. I don't want her cutting my finger off. I'm just kidding. Oh, Lord, man. We are joking, guys, but this is totally disgusting that two women killed this man for no reason. And like you were saying, he thought he was a stud. But God. Ugh. I just want the elderly gentleman listening to me out there. No 19-year-old girl really wants you. She wants your money. These two ladies prove that. Or I guess we can call them ladies. I don't know. If I say anything else, somebody might get mad and go, they were ladies. They were just getting theirs back. They didn't want to have to work. Why would they want to have to work and help with bills? It's all the man's responsibility. Exactly. Don't be delusional, fellas, says Real. That's right. Oh, wow. I want to pay for every single bill and everything I want. Even though I got money. You know, she had more than one fish on the hook, right, guys? Now, she was 22 and the other girl was 19. They probably had a few guys on the hook. Now, them other guys are going, man, I didn't know old Tiffy would do me like that. Tiffy, I can't believe Tiffy killed that guy. She's always been good to me. Tiffy never was mean to me. She always took care of my computer. She took care of my financial stuff at home and my phone and everything. She's never been mean to me. She killed that 53-year-old guy. Well, it must have been his fault. Oh, Tiffy crazy. Yes, she is. So was her little friend, 19-year-old Audrey Miller. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. These people, I got to say. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be talking about a guy that drove off the cliff. Yeah. Well, I haven't got to the dumb Crook news yet. You guys like, that's not the dumb Crook news or the dumbest of the day news? No, not yet. Trying to be fast and furious is not going to help you out. With this guy from Long Island, we'll talk about that in just a few moments. 33-year-old West Virginia man will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. This guy, he ruined his career, ladies and gentlemen. He had a career flipping burgers at McDonald's. He destroyed his career. What's up, Christopher? Good morning to you. Yeah, the guy drove off the cliff. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. This West Virginia man who had a career, and he was tired of giving this 56-year-old man his senior citizen coffee discount. Anyway, he's going to spend the rest of his life behind bars, robbing a 56-year-old customer, stabbing him in the neck and face at the local McDonald's. Richard Thornton was sentenced on July 8th to 10 years in prison. He pleaded guilty in April for first-degree robbery in 2023 of attack of Anthony Woods. Woods was robbed and injured in a knife attack in a bathroom. Thornton was an employee of the restaurant in West Virginia. How could somebody just ruin their career like that, man? And he was getting free Big Macs too. Come on, Thornton. Come on, Richard. Come on, dude. Come on. You really had to attack him in the bathroom? That was crazy, Christopher. It was. You guys think, oh, that's crazy? Yeah, we hadn't got to the dumb crooks yet. Stay tuned. More on the way. After this break, we got that car crash over the cliff. Stay with us. More true crime news after this. Da-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I wonder if he was singing that song while he was attacking him in the bathroom. Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I saw that money. You all wanted a... See, the richer guy attacked him because he's like, you wanted a daggum senior citizen coffee and all that money you got in your pocket? That's all you wanted today? You come in every day for the 25-cent coffee. Oh, man. The guy survived, by the way. So at least he survived. He was loving it. He wasn't loving it. No, the old elderly man wasn't loving it, but he did survive. Good Lord, people, man. Richard Thornton, he should have thought about his career at McDonald's, man. People don't think about the big picture. They just do whatever. I know, right? Share. Probably the little college girl that was taking the order every day and went back there and said, I'm tired of this old man flirting with me. I'll take care of it. He's got all that money. I'll take care of it. I hate these old men, Richard, hitting on me. I know. I'm 33 and working here. Nothing but trouble. Ryan, did you read the comment once your show is done and posted? Do you read the comments? Yeah, I do read some of them. If I can get in there. Sometimes the YouTube just blasts all my comments gone. Has Red been missing? Nah, he was here the other day. You were on a staycation, Christopher? Yeah. We had 1.7K views yesterday on the show, and the day before that, 1.9K. A lot of people were on. A lot of people were on the last couple of days. But now my regulars are starting to come back. Yeah, let's see. We got to do this because we got her coming up in just a few moments. Knowing her, she'll call me when I
not be answered.
She'll call me when I get ready to go home. All right, here we go. I know we're 95. Yeah, you got that right, baby. It's RyanORadio Penitentiary. Welcome you back in. Thank you, DJ there, Commando, for introducing the show. Growing and growing and growing. Yes, it is, Bruce. It is. I appreciate that. All right, 1.7K views yesterday, 1.9K the day before. Let's jump into this right quick. Help a brother out, $RyanShelander on the Cash App at RyanShelander. I'll go to my PayPal at paypal.me/RyanShelander. Appreciate it, guys. And we're still going to say congratulations to Mr. Dallas, who's getting married right now in a hot air balloon in Salem, Oregon. Hopefully we'll get those pictures. He's going to send us some pictures over. All right, let's jump into this. Our dumb crook news of the news story of the day. All the other, everything should have been dumb crook today, but this guy in Long Island wanted to play Fast and Furious with the cops. Running from the cops, playing Fast and Furious, or trying to play the Duke Boys is in real life does not quite turn out the way you should. Trying to jump over a cliff or run off a cliff is not a bright idea in real life. A driver from New York City and New York Long Island area drove off a 100-foot cliff. There was some water there, by the way, at the Long Island Sound, and he survived. When police in the area started chasing him down, he went eastbound and down. He was eastbound, and responded to a domestic violence situation. Hold on 1 minute, please.
Yes, sir.
Domestic violence situation. They did. So I guess he didn't want to get in trouble for beating whoever he was beating up. The man drove off and reached high speeds of 100 miles per hour. As he was crossing over, he crashed back and forth, and he drove off into the water. He was trying to pull a Fast and Furious on us. The reason I call him the dumb crook of the day is, well, he said he was just trying to get away. He didn't feel like going to jail. Now there's more on him and everything. He was doing a Delman release. That's right. All right, guys, back in a moment. Stay with us. More on the way. Elizabeth Sorrells after the break. Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Good. Woo. Yeah, he was being Delman Louise. That's right. 99classicrock@gmail.com, brother. All right, let's see. Where's my pen? I'll write yours down, Roman. Romeo, sorry.
Foundation with all of our curriculum from pre-K to 12. ABS has something unique to offer. Find out more information at athensbible.com.
On this Make a Difference Minute, I have country singer, songwriter, musician.
All right, I got that. All right, let me get over here and pull up the questions. Pull the questions up. Hope everybody is doing good today. Thank you guys for being on, guys. We're about to have Elizabeth Sorrells with us. Stay with us. We'll keep that 1.7K views up there. A lot of people view it. The show, listening to the show. And the enemy's trying to attack the show, for you guys that don't know. Help a brother out at $RyanShelander, RyanShelander, or you can help a brother out. Hey, no, Romeo, I got your picture of your guns, brother. It got sent to me. Or you can go to paypal.me/Ryan, RyanShelander. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share as well. And let's see here. I know I put that right here. I know I did. There it is. All right. Cool, brother. I will check them out when I get off the show. Woo-wee. The most recent cases.
Pushing hot out there, friends. The best way to beat the heat is to stay hydrated. And Water Treat in Newton has got you covered with their amazing antioxidant alkaline water. Swing by for quick and easy
All right, brother. Thank you very much, Romeo. Get some sleep, my friend.
Stay cool, stay refreshed, stay healthy with water treatment.
This is Dave Scott, host of Space Out Radio. Come join us every night starting at midnight.
Oh, let's turn this up here and get everything ready.
Mystery and unbelievable stories of people experiencing true tales of ghosts, UFOs, monsters from the finest storytellers we know. Tune in to Space Out Radio nightly on WQEE 99.1 FM.
Go to bed. That's the order, says Pete. Do you do an afternoon show? No, I don't, Martin. I might have to end up doing one. I'd have to do other things here at the station. I wish I was only getting paid just to do the show. It would be great. With all the great guests to come on and everything. All the great guests and Elizabeth. She's okay guest. She's not listening. Yeah, I'm thinking about there's one perfect time that I need to be doing this. Be great if I did. I'd love to do one. Coast to coast AM. That's what I want to do, be coast to coast.
WQEE 99.1 FM, The Key, Union, Sharpsburg, Franklin, Monterey.
NBC News Radio. I'm Tammy Trujillo. President Biden is hosting his first press conference since last night's debate with
There we go.
Donald
We're
Trump.
gonna do this one.
Details.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. There we go. Got all that going. I'm hoping my girl comes on. Oh, yeah. She hadn't been on in Europe, from Europe.
Senate Democrat Republican call on Biden's withdrawal from the presidential race. This week, Senator Welch wrote in a Washington Post op-ed that while he has
Okay.
President Biden
It's more just coffee to wake up.
step out of the race for the good of the country. Welch said the stakes could be higher in this election, and that voters cannot unsee President Biden's disastrous debate performance. He's now the 10th Democratic member of Congress to formally say that Biden should leave the race. American-made F-16 jet fighters are now on their way to Ukraine to help that country fight off Russia's invasion. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made the announcement on Wednesday during the NATO Public Forum in Washington. Blinken said the advanced fighter jets are expected to defend Ukraine's skies this summer. This comes on top of President Biden's announcement that NATO allies are providing more air defense systems to Ukraine, which continues to face Russian missile strikes. Costco members will have to pay more starting this fall. The company has announced it's increasing the annual membership fee. The company News Radio.
Costco says we ain't going out of business, guys. We're just going to charge you more. Like all these other places going out of business.
Baseball Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners. Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. is Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to the former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newton.
Keep your home safe with home scan inspections. Our licensed and accredited professionals know exactly
All right, here we go. Going back. Thank you, Real. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, Bruce, for sharing with your friends. I appreciate it. All right, we're getting ready to go on. Here we go. What is that? Somebody's coming in. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Woo-wee. Here we go.
Listening to Braves Country right here on the Key. You can catch Braves Country on Braves Country HD. Find us on YouTube. YouTube.com/@Braves Country. You're listening to WQEE 99.1 FM, the Key in Newton, Georgia.
Yes, you are. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. 50,000 plus of you worldwide on the Shoutcast Shout Out Loud across the RyanORadio Media. Of course, that's on iHeartRadio, Amazon Prime, and all those good places. You can download later. We're across the British Columbia Isles of Canada, and finally also across Earth Rock Radio, New Mexico, Arizona, and the Navajo Nation. 25 radio stations, internet, and real radio there, and including a 99.1 FM in Atlanta at WQEE, The Key, home of Southern sports, inspirational talk, and more. We're Metro Atlanta's very own 99.1 FM. Also, we're on the YouTube page. Like, subscribe, and share there. We're going to head into period number 3 on this True Crime Thursday. It's going to be a gummy day today, says Martin. All right, we're going to jump right into it. Our guest this morning is the author of The Birthday Bash, a book about her brother's unsolved homicide. And she each month comes in with an unsolved homicide in small town USA, where everybody knows your name. They know your mama and them, and they know everything about you. But I don't know who did it. Please welcome the one, the only, Elizabeth Sorrells. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Ryan. Good morning.
How you doing this morning on this TGIT?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Yeah, it's gonna not be it's supposed to be hot later on today, but right now it's cool, so it's good. It's gonna be down in the 60s tonight, so we might have a couple of cooler days, but it's gonna get back to being steamy and hot out there because it's summertime. Yeah, as always, again, seems like summertime. Reminds me of a song, summertime. All right. Let's jump into this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to get into it. It's as always, we always talk about unsolved homicides in small town USA with Elizabeth. And we got a couple of stories for you. And we told you guys we go all the way back to the 1800s, 1900s over in Chambers County, Alabama, when we speak with her, all the way up to recently. And we've got one that was recently up in 2023 is going to be the first one we kick off with. So let's get into our true crime episode today and what's going on with a couple of stories and unsolved homicides in small town USA, Elizabeth.
Well, our latest unsolved homicide in Chambers County, Alabama, happened just over a year ago.
our local newspaper and TV media reported, stated, on a Wednesday night, May 31st, 2023, at approximately 9:37 p.m., officers of the Valley Police Department were called to the Verandas Apartment to the number 5 building's parking lot in reference to a shooting. On their arrival, they found a Hispanic male, Erickson Nino Sandoval, 28, laying in front of the parking lot, shot to death. Nino had been shot 7 times and was dead on the scene. They were never able to identify a true motive or receive any descriptions of the shooter. The only other thing ever publicly mentioned immediately, but never another word since, is the Valley Police Department by Gwinnett PD, West Point, Georgia PD, Palaca PD, the Chambers County Sheriff's Office, the Lee County Sheriff's Office,
Wow.
and the East Alabama Fire and EMS for all their assistance.
Right.
Yet with all this assistance of 6 other local agencies, not another word has been spoken for over a year now. And Nino Sandoval's case has become silent. No rewards have been offered.
What?
He'd only been here for the last 8 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, brutally murdered this young man, and his killers remain at large.
Wow.
Neal
What?
Sandoval, he was born February the 4th, 1995 in San Antonio del Giro, Venezuela. The eldest son of 4 brothers and sisters. Before he left his home country, he'd been studying to be a civil engineer in the San Diego Marina. A good question that starts with my mind right here is why would he ever leave his home, country, family, and life to trade in the U.S.? Just happened a lot here recently. He entered the U.S. legally June 5th, 2022 on the TPS, which is a temporary protected status for 18 months.
Okay.
And he was happily willing to work and go through the naturalization process.
Work.
In less than 9 months, though, before his murder, Nino had put into action his dreams. He'd acquired a job at a car parts manufacturing company with benefits, a vehicle, and he was living what he thought was to be an expensive, safe, and gated apartment complex. When he could, he'd work part-time as an Uber driver. He had a will to work and a determination to make his family proud. What's sad and ironic is where he came from, escaped from, he fled from, with the prayers and love and devotion of his generations of his family and friends and prayers following him. But his people back home are just elated that he's safe, that he's doing what and this is a little short amount of time. And he got murdered right here for nothing. In his case, it's added to a long list of unsolved homicides.
Wow.
So why did he have the desire to leave, risking his life trekking here? You see, you need to Google or search, what country has the highest crime rate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to see it's listed as Venezuela. Because for generations now, parents and grandparents have been encouraging their children to risk their lives to escape a very dangerous and unstable world they have been forced to live in. He crossed, I don't know if you know what the Darien Gap is.
Okay. I've
He
heard of
crossed which is one of the world's most dangerous migration routes. The Darien, crossing the Darien Gap. Migrants risk death on a hazardous journey, traveling on foot over 80 miles of what is called a gigantic swamp. A moat and imposing obstacle, no road crossings the border between Colombia and Panama. Consists of a dense rainforest, steep mountains, vast swamps that can easily swallow up anyone who gets trapped or lost in it. Deaths from snake bites, exposure and drowning, broken bones, dislocated joints, hiking the long and difficult terrain. Not only is the region crawling with jaguars, but also paramilitary groups, cartels, and criminal gangs that are ready to pick off migrants along the way. Violence, extortion, and rape are common, especially with the women and children being the most vulnerable. Oh yeah, there's one more thing they like to do in those Darien Gap area. Human beings, again, women and children and young men being very, very vulnerable because they like to do organ trafficking.
Oh, yes.
They'll take your body parts, harvest them, and then you never see from or heard from again. So it's his family knew what he was putting his life through, and in their heart and mind, this is more chance at life than to stay and try to live where he was. You know, his monthly income there on average in Venezuela is $213.60 a month. And that's the average.
That's more.
There's no medical, there's no food hardly. There's no, you can't have a gun there, but yet that just made it worse. You know, they don't have legality to have guns, but the cartels in these gangs. So they're trying to escape a very volatile, dangerous place. We all wonder why. But for this young man, with his future ahead of him,
right,
he survived 27 years in such a world just to be brutally gunned down right here.
Well, my question about this was some things to keep in mind is, do you think that someone possibly followed him from that area that wanted him dead and figured if we do it in America, they're gonna have to try to figure out if it's somebody there that did it, especially in a small town like that people there probably don't really care one way or the other. So I know we have
it's a real dangerous situation they've been putting themselves in. Because in my opinion, in America, we're a gun-toting society. And so over there, they can pull guns out on people and tell them, give me all your money, give me a car, anything they want. And they have no weapon. That's your gun. Well, this is my gun in America.
Right. Yeah, exactly. My gun's bigger than yours.
My gun's bigger.
That's what we do.
And then I got this one down here. So, where it came from, I thought about that. That was my first thought. Well, he's going to take someone off in his circle.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
It
makes it easier.
Have a very few companions, and they had trips, and they were kind of staying. Somehow people knew. Went to tell his parents back home.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't planning on staying here. His intentions was to move on to Atlanta eventually. His father is Ronaldo Nino. He was a journalist for the La Nation News.
This is getting.
He gave an interview to the Diario La Nation with pain in his eyes. My son was eating pizza. Apparently, when he was headed toward his car, when they intercepted him to rob him, he resisted and they took his life. He was doing well. He worked for Uber in his spare time. His dreams were cut short on Wednesday. They cut him off from all existence. At the time of his murder, Neal still had some items in his car that he got from the grocery store. He was going to retrieve his groceries. I was going to get that pizza in while it was good and fresh and hot, and then he was going out to get his groceries, and they didn't report this here, but in Venezuela, it's reported he was robbed, and he resisted. And I'd also, I want to add here that less than 3 years before his murder was the last Unsolved out of Valley, which was within a mile, right around the block, really, in the same area.
Right.
Another Unsolved homicide. So, and we'll talk about that one next. And his is uncannily really similar. And having done all these Unsolved, I don't have any recollection of any of them having as many bullets put in their chest.
That's not our typical criminals there.
Killing. 2 bullets, 1 bullet, 7 bullets in your chest. They have nothing to, tell us that our community, well, we're working on it. I know someone's robbed someone or put 7 bullets in their chest, but y'all don't worry about that because, that won't do
Right.
and hardworking. And he could have just been a target from this group that's just caught here. I don't know, but it just seems to be unheard of, really.
That's what I'm saying. It seems strange.
You know, if you're walking out to your car, like so many people do in such an area that is so populated, it's hard for me to believe that that's a reality you could face. Just going out with your bag out the back of your car, someone could point a gun at you, and if you don't do what they say, they'll blow you away, and then nothing's going to be done about it.
See, it's strange.
Well, another person murder on the homicide list, the large list, mind you. This is number 30 on my list of unsolved. So.
Right. And then to me, by listening to this story and everything, there's a lot of missing pieces and a lot of missing parts. And we're talking about his father being a kind of well-known reporter in his home country, that he could have made enemies that way. They figured they could come get rid of his son, kill his son in America, because here's an area full of, let's just say, good old boys. And it's like, okay, these good old boys don't like, the infrastructure that's going on with people coming across the border. So, there's a lot that could have been done. They could have used the cover up as, well, here's a small town. These people don't like this. So we're going to make it look like they did it by us doing it, because it's not the same typical shooting in that area where they shoot somebody or kill somebody just like that many times. So it seems a bit overdone.
It does.
Yeah.
And our next one, that was my first. I'm like, wow, he made somebody mad. I mean, to blow all those bullets into a person's chest and leave them there. That's a lot. I just took it, initially, he's not made someone mad.
Yeah.
It's not because of the brutality of it. I mean,
it's terrible. It's terrible.
And unfortunately, he thought he was safe here in St.
Overkill. That's right.
Did it follow him here? Boy, it did.
I think it did.
They made the same thing. It's kind of like, why couldn't they do it in the jungle? I mean, in the Darien Gap, 80 miles of no one, no nothing. It's just so easy to have capped him off there, and he's never seen from him.
Well, maybe it's this, and I know it sounds like a soap opera plot, but maybe it was he got here and everything, and then once he's safe in America, his father, who's a reporter, released whatever information he had about whoever did this to him. And they were like, okay. Now you're going to, get us arrested, get us in trouble, whatever. You're telling this story about us. Maybe we're going to go get your kid who's in America. Maybe he sent his son to America to be safe and didn't think these people would actually come and do that. So it's kind of weird to me. I mean, I know people have.
It's hard because he's not even of our country, and he's certainly not a homeboy here.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He gets here and he hasn't been here that long, and it just goes down. And now we don't know who did it or why. Well, they say they don't know why, but the Venezuelan reports that he was robbed, or they were trying to rob him.
Could have been scary.
From what I understand, their upbringing in Venezuela, you don't resist. So he's been trained his whole life. You don't resist.
Right.
You,
he would have just gave it to anybody. Yeah.
Resisting. So.
And we know that normally somebody that might rob somebody that might be from that area that's on some kind of, let's just say, drug or something, that if it was somebody from that area just robbing him as he was coming out of his car, they would have said, give me everything. Him used to not resisting, he would have gave everything to him and they would have just took off. They wouldn't have shot him 7 times. So to me, I feel like there's more to the story with his father being a reporter and stuff down there. And, maybe there was more to it that the local police department found out, like, oh, hey, this is kind of a drug cartel coming in here. We don't know, small town police can't handle that. You never know. The small town police can't handle, they can handle what's locally going on there. But hey, the safety of the whole community is more important to them than finding out who did this, if it was a cartel member or something. And no, this sounds like a soap opera plot, ladies and gentlemen that are listening, but this is not a guy that was born in that area that pissed somebody off because he took their money or their girlfriend or or, was partying with the wrong people. This was somebody who came here.
You didn't know anyone.
Yeah, didn't know anyone. So
Knew nobody. He had a few companions, and I'm assuming those are the ones. I don't know what become or who they were. They're never mentioned, except for in the articles in Venezuela that he had a few traveling companions that they kind of, you're helping each other go 80 miles in a dense, swamp. You might end up making a friend or enemy. Or an enemy.
he made somebody. Yeah, like the homicide hunter says.
Sounds
one person.
overkill.
It was, and it sounds like a hit.
To be blowing out the public parking lot too.
Yeah, and it sounds like a hit. It sounds more like a hit because most people don't do the hits in those areas. They just really, if they're going to shoot somebody or something, they're just going to go up to them and let them be known I'm doing it and take off. That's why it sounds like it was some kind of plot twist hit. I know it sounds like I said, I know it sounds like a soap opera. I know it sounds like a movie, ladies and gentlemen, but it sounds like something to me. Good morning, Arthur. How you doing this morning? I have a master's in criminal psychology, so I'm still waiting for an invitation. Hey, we'll get you on for sure, Arthur. Back in a moment, we're going to get a second half, another one. These are the two latest that we're talking about this morning, of homicides in small town USA in Chambers County. Elizabeth Sorrells, our guest this morning, the author of her book, The Birthday Bash, a book about her brother's unsolved homicide. Returns right after this short break, 25 minutes past the hour, and we're holding at 70 degrees under beautiful sunny skies. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control. Back in a moment. Sure, Arthur. I'll definitely want to get you on. We'll get with you soon. Got my information in the feed there. All right, we're at a break.
Exciting times ahead for our graduates.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Nobody wants to end up like them, Romeo. And Jackson was on that list.
With Insurance, located here in Newton, Georgia. We're an independent agency with access to multiple carriers for home, auto, life, health, and commercial insurance. We're your one-stop shop for your insurance needs. www.insurewith
Double dose Peter one. People can be saved or are healed through Jesus. Divine blood. John 3:18. Jesus redeemed people from sickness and destroyed the works of the devil. I need him to do that now too. Show is getting attacked. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that.
Family-based culture and lead generation tools to build a business that lasts. If you're interested in learning about our free lessons school or how to get started, call 678-634.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Love you too, brother.
Website at LeoPartnersRealEstateSchool.com today.
Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. About 30 minutes past the hour now. We appreciate you being with us. Yes, McGee is back. Good morning. Which of these two, this is our poll question morning, which of these true crime serial killers was the most shocking? 27% say Golden State Killer, Zodiac Killer, 34%, 18% for the South Florida Killer Clowns, and 21% going out for other. Our guest this morning is the author of The Birthday Bash, a book about her brother's unsolved homicide, which every month she's on the second Thursday of each month on True Crime Thursday, talking about a particular case that went on that month, maybe one or two. So we are here with you with this. We talked before about a resident from another country moving into America to make a better life for themselves. Ends up dead back in 2020, May 31st, 2023. This is, and we all go all the way back to the 40s, even 1800s for some of the deaths and unsolved homicides there in Chambers County. But these are the two latest ones. As we continue to move forward, Elizabeth, we got our second case this morning, and let's talk a little bit about this one.
All right. The thing about Neal's case is, he's not from here, but this next case, less than 3 years before, is our last unsolved, Matthew Patton, 35 out of Valley, another victim of being shot to death, which happened less than a mile, a couple of blocks, both with multiple gunshots, and left for dead. Neither case has ever been publicly reviewed or remembered. Well, Mr. Matthew, we did report on him before.
Mm-hmm.
His parents would last see their son on Saturday night, November 28, 2020, around 9:30 p.m. when he left their Valley, Alabama residence. It's not publicly known if he left walking or got a ride with someone, nor where he was going.
Right.
6 hours later, in the early morning hours of Sunday, November 29th, Matthew was last seen alive around 3:30 a.m., walking along 5 James Drive, away from the Jet Pep, a gas station off Interstate I-85 exit 77. He was walking back toward his parents' house, more than likely. 3.5 hours later, around 7 a.m. that Sunday morning, a passerby riding down King Road, just off 5 James Drive, noticed a person lying in the ditch, and the police were notified. Matthew was found dead with multiple gunshot wounds to his chest, 5 in total. Officers contacted Matthew's parents with the grim news. The parents explained the last time they had seen him. Investigators were asking publicly if anyone heard any gunshots or observed any suspicious activity in the area of King Road between 9:30 p.m. Saturday and 7 a.m. Sunday. Within a month, Central Alabama Crime Stoppers offered a $1,000 reward for information in the Valley homicide. 4 years later, nothing more is known. Information is as vague as Nino's, and it said that the Valley PD has some news on what kind of car the suspects were in. They know exactly where he was shot, which I'm assuming was where he was found.
Right.
They know what time it happened. They have some video evidence of his movements, which I just described. He walked past. It was the video from that Jet Pep gas station. No doubt the investigation remains open, and perhaps they have some persons of interest, but they're not mentioned.
Right.
His bereaved family not having any answers or justice is just a continuing nightmare every day for them. The brutal overkill of Matthew makes no sense. Who would want to kill him and why? Matthew was officially known as Mackie. He was born August 14th, 1985 in LaGrange, Georgia. He had a strong love for serving and worshiping the Lord, having given his life to Christ.
Mm-hmm.
He was a member of the Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church. He enjoyed singing and was a member of the St. Martin Angelical Choir. With his unforgettable and warm smile, he's dedicated to the youth and youth adult with the usher board. His love also included a passion for cooking, and he was a member of the culinary ministry. He went to the Chambers County school systems here. He went to Valley. He moved over to Beulah, but he graduated in the class of 2004 from Beulah High School. He was also in the marching band where he played the alto saxophone. Okay, he also, let's see here, he was attended Southern Union State Community College at Valley. Of all these things, this from what I'm hearing, people say the number one thing they say about Matthew is that he'll make you smile,
Right.
bring you joy. He was a loving and loved person. I told you that the last time we talked, he loved Whitney Houston. And
Yeah.
Some people. I mean, my dad was like Elvis, and so for Mackie it was Whitney Houston, and for his family to still be going through not knowing, and it makes me mad because like with Neal,
Right.
it's so brutal. night. One's at 9:30 p.m. and one's at 3 in the morning. Well, somewhere in between there. But either one, they're in the same neighborhood. The Verandas are right over here. You go down, and Mackey was right over there. So
wow.
the proximity to these two similarly no motive, brutal homicides of these two, in my opinion, vulnerable people. I mean, it's dark. He's walking down the last little bit to go across to go to his parent, go back home, and my first thought was this one. Oh, he sure made someone mad.
He made somebody mad, yeah.
What did he do? I mean, it doesn't make any sense for someone to get 5 bullets in their chest and not.
Man.
And at first, these people are still, I don't know who they are, but someone needs to do something, because it's getting very uncomfortable just to walk out into your car. In my own yard here, you don't know. Someone could be standing there, put 7 bullets in your chest because you didn't give them your watch, or your phone, or your diamond rings.
I was getting
I don't know
bad.
if that's the case here. I don't think either one of these individuals had a lot of money or exhibited that they were full of cash in their pocket.
Yeah, and that's what's strange
Maybe
about
they
it.
both kind of exhibit the opposite of that. This is the type of person you would hit. And
Right.
So it must be personal. So,
Exactly.
but yeah, this is, his family is bereaved. Nino's family did put a statement out in May this year that, they haven't forgot about it, that they were visiting at their son's grave, and also took the Nino family a long time, over a month or so, to get his body. They had a hard time getting his body back, but he has been laid to rest. And they said, from the holy ground, his family demanded justice. It's already a year after the violent murder of my son. I've asked the Colombian Chancellor, the competent authorities in Alabama, in the United States, to give us an answer to this case, please. They've got little kids putting flowers on his grave and making, the statements that, from the grave of my son, ask for justice. We call for justice here on earth because the divine is already working. Nino's family, friends, and neighbors have not and will never forget the case. And I won't either for you, Nino. I won't either for you, Matthew. And,
yeah, I know.
the family deserves justice. Something, arrest something, tell them something, find something. Bring the public's mind to, a little bit of arrest.
Yeah, that's going to be.
You don't have to be so concerned, or not just yourself, but for your own other family members. Especially if you have vulnerable ones.
Well,
obviously, you never know. Now, I have heard down here in our local Walmart,
right,
local shopping centers, that there is a thug group of Venezuelans that are more pushy and demanding.
They in the wrong place, though.
But up until here recently, I've never heard of such. Not around here.
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you something. I hope something's getting done about it. Maybe that's being made up. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's people coming from I feel like this guy was hit. Nino was hit. But here's the thing, and it was somebody from his own country. Here's the thing. All I got to say to those little thug group coming up from that area, they in the wrong little town to be threatening those good old boys over there, because those good old boys have been putting people on the ground forever.
They have the guns, and the citizens aren't allowed since 2012. Hugo Chavez, all that.
Yeah.
Took the world and just flipped it upside down over there. It kind of looks like what would happen when chaos ensued here.
Right.
It'd be all men for themselves, run or, fight. But they don't have guns to fight back with. So.
Well, we do here. So I don't think.
We do here. That's what a lot of people made the comment. Well, that's why I'm a carrier. I'm a legal permitted carrier, and I will carry. My husband, he's a toter.
Well, let me tell you, Elizabeth, those little thug gang guys from Venezuela need to think about this. The wrong people to try to hold up and get money from is that little old man walking into Walmart. He got 3 guns on him. So that's the wrong one to mess with.
And a knife.
And a knife. That's right. That's the wrong one to mess with.
No, that's not a knife. This is a knife. So, we're not a different type of civilized society here, and yeah, we're not going to.
No, we're not going to just do that. No.
And take over here. There's no way that's going to happen. But in the same breath, this fella here, neither one of these fellas strike me as someone who lives that type of lifestyle. You put yourself in a gang or a vice gang, or you
Right.
kick off your drug dealers or whatever, or you don't pay or whatever.
They don't do that kind of stuff. No, usually
I
not.
don't take this from these two individuals here.
Right.
It's never mentioned anything anyway that they're ever. I mean, he's trying to be a civil engineer in this country, and I know people who are in their late 40s here, lived here their whole life, and they've not got as much will, determination, and initiative to have a job, a car, move out of mom's house. They still, and he had no mommy or daddy here. He did at home. He had all his family, friends, and support, but they supported him here. And I just feel sad for his family, because maybe they have their hopes in him being the oldest to help the whole family.
Right.
What the oldest is usually supposed to do.
And he was doing it.
The oldest, I know
Right.
these things. So.
Right.
You're supposed to help take care of the littler ones behind you. That's pretty much the job of being the oldest.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but
if something happens to them, you're in trouble. So
Right.
The oldest was trying to do what was best for himself, his family, and his siblings, and he didn't have a girlfriend or anything like that. So
Right.
No children.
Well,
Again,
there's a lot to this. There's a lot to these two stories.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
He's another unsolved for this county. And
Well, I believe it'll be a while for them.
once they start knocking the list down, come on. It's just, these cases waiting 3 decades. It's ridiculous. I mean, let somebody else work these cases. Let someone else with fresh eyes look
Homicide
at it
hunter.
all over again. Quit just leaving it up on the, get dust on the file because we can't help you with solving it, and you can't look at it, and we can't talk about it, and you shut up about it. Well, how's that helping it at all? So look at these cases. Are there people working these 2 cases? I'm pretty sure. I do know some of the officers, and they're very meticulous with their work, but they can only do what they can do and have what they have, and they don't have enough evidence, apparently, which is odd, again, because most people have cell phones. The community that Nina was staying in is a gated apartment complex, but
That's what I'm saying.
they have, this is a gated thing. Has anything like this happened there before? No, not that I know of.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Criminal activity might have, but not people being shot to death in the parking lot. So
No, it just seems strange. And that's what I'm saying. Somebody fought somebody, knew somebody. It had to come from his country. That's what I'm feeling. Well, we'll talk some more next month again about some next month's coming up in August. But first, tell everybody how they can follow you on YouTube. On Facebook, your page that you have for the families, as well as how to get your book and all that good stuff.
Well, you can find me on Facebook, Elizabeth May Sorrells. I run also the Chambers County Homicide Survivors page on Facebook. If you can email me at thebirthdaybash@yahoo.com. I would be glad to send you a book. You can also go online and just put in The Birthday Bash, Elizabeth Sorrells, and you should be able to find it there if you want it. I can send you one. Just send me an email and request one. I wouldn't mind at all sending you one. So let's keep these 2 people in our minds a little bit today. Nino Sandoval and Matthew Patton. I've said their names this week, and so I'm hoping that their family, praying their family gets some closure or some kind of
Amen.
besides nothing,
Yes, exactly.
And that's about it. I really enjoyed it.
All right.
Y'all. Listening to y'all's questions is fun too, because you get me to thinking So
There you go. You got to eat. There's always, that takes more than one person to come up with ideas. Definitely someone questions. Well,
You're right. It feels comforting to sit around. It feels like I'm sitting around with like-minded people, and well, what about this? Well, you're right. It could, and I just love chatting with y'all.
We'll appreciate it.
I think we're helping somehow just by trying and putting it out there that this is real and this can happen, and hold your loved ones tight if they're going out to get their groceries in the middle of the night. And
Definitely
so around this place anyway. Till we figure out what happened. And I pray it never happens again. These are the only two unsolved that are so
close now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to let Elizabeth out on good behavior, guys. When we come back, we're closing out the show right after this. All right, Elizabeth. Awesome as always.
Awesome as always. I will be here next month.
Sounds good. We'll talk to you then. You have a great rest of your week and a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, you have destroyed some of the neighborhoods in Chicago. See, I didn't know anything about some of these people coming, but there's some areas that they don't need to be coming into. Trying to be bullies. This is how we bully people down in Venezuela. Well, you in the South, buddy. We do it a little bit slower here. We drink our sweet tea. And that old man sitting over there, he's got more guns on him and knives than you guys all put together. Don't mess with them at the Waffle House either. They all stand up and go, get out. We're having our coffee. Leave the state. Wow. Prime directive. See you, Sheriff. Sheriff, you can't be leaving, girl. You cannot be leaving. You are not allowed to leave. All right. I think we got everything done. Tomorrow we'll tell you our next guest for tomorrow and all that good stuff.
It's scorching hot out there, friends. The best way to beat the heat is to stay.
Not the legals. The mayor and the governor have been busing them out to the West End neighborhoods. I have a lot of feelings about that, but it is also going to impact how Chicago votes. I'm sure it is.
Stay refreshed, stay healthy with Water Tree in
there, folks. Looking for the top expert in Medicare, health insurance, and life insurance? Look no further than CP Financial.
People coming from these other countries that are dangerous and used to bullying people. They come to America where we have people that are used to like, oh, no, I'm the bully. You in the wrong neighborhood. I'm the bully. Seen Trump signs in what is the large Hispanic neighborhoods. Wow. H.D. Reese tomorrow, yes.
Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newton. Hey, sports fans, it's Rod Peterson here, host of the Rod Peterson Show, inviting you to join us daily for 2 hours of Atlanta's funnest sports talk right here on WQEE. I say fun because it is. You've never heard a show like it.
Thumbs up, says Martin.
Part of the show every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern. You'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons.
Don't think those.
And who knows, you might even hear.
Don't think those.
The Rod Peterson Show daily at noon, right here on WQEE 99.
Brothers in the hood are gonna put up with that up in Chicago from them illegals. Oh, which email was it? I thought I told you I think I answered. Let's see. Welcome back into. Stay on with me after, and then we'll get everything taken care of. I'll see. I didn't send anything back, but let's see. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. As I'm pulling up some stuff here, In a Pinch is back with us. So is McGee back on. Yeah, they're going to try, right? They're going to try to mess with us. All right, we want to thank Elizabeth Sorrells. Tomorrow morning, H.T. Reese, the author of Life After Silence, will be with us on the show. And she's going to be talking about some stuff at Warrior Defenders. Just been busy, brother. Not trying to ignore you. Please don't think that. We just need a regular Christmas song. It could be about 2 or 3 minutes. And you told me you had some something. Here we go. You could do a Christmas dance song if you want to, but if it's easier to do you could do one of each. Actually, his question was, we're trying to put together a Christmas album, and In a Pinch's question was, would you rather have a Christmas dance song or something sweet and piano based? Do one of each if you can, if you want to. Why can't we get equal equality migrants in the country? Because it wouldn't be good for us. Wouldn't be good for somebody if we did that, McGee. Then somebody wouldn't be making money. Somebody's making money on them coming over here. Hey, a country Christmas song is good too, as long as it's original. We're looking for some original material, not rehash of Jingle Bell Rock or whatever. So there you go. All right, let's stop that. We got a couple more minutes. So there you go, In a Pinch. I got his real name. You guys want to know his real name? I'm not going to tell it. I know In a Pinch's real name. Why can't you recommend me on this topic in English besides Discovery and Douglas's books, of course? What can you recommend to me on this topic in English? I say you can look up some stuff with homicide hunter Kenda, Joe Kenda. He's got some books out. But those ones, that's pretty good. But Arthur, we'd love to have you on the show. No problem. Let's see. Well, we got a couple more minutes left. Yep, In a Pinch, I know your name. But I'm going to tell you. Martin says it's summertime blues season. It is summertime blues season, but I'm looking for some Christmas songs we're trying to put together for the RyanORadio Christmas. But it's got to be original because, everybody's done their version of Run, Rudolph, Run. I'll be home for Christmas. I'll have a blue, blue Christmas without you. I'll have a blue, 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 blue Christmas without you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want a peanut butter and banana sandwich and a little karate. The king is right here on the station. Bob Dylan's going to sing one for you too. Yeah, I'll have a blue, blue Christmas without you. Yeah, blue, blue Christmas. See, they're both singing Blue Christmas. I'm not messing with Dylan. I'm just doing his voice. You like me in a pinch? This is how his son Jacob could sing like, you know what, the guy from the Wallflowers. That kid had talent. Not that Bob didn't. I'm just saying that kid had some talent. Then his keyboard player from the Wallflowers went on to play keyboards for Foo Fighters. That's where he's currently at. All right. Let's see here. Cher's done left us. Goodbye, Cher. Get out. Don't come back. I'm just kidding. I got to go. I ain't got time to deal with it. I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. Yeah, like I said, tomorrow, H.D. Reese joins us on Friday in the final period. Plus, we'll get ready for football weekend, CFL football, Sunbelt baseball, and we'll get you ready for the weekend. No wrestling shows this weekend, no pay-per-views, thank goodness. Got other things to do, so there you go. And we'll have the review of your soap operas on Friday. That's only about 5 minutes or less, no worries. But your soap fans out there will love it. A lot of you guys know who these people are. I'm like, I don't even know half these people I'm talking about. What's the name of the keyboardist who played with the Dead in the 80s and 90s, who was a songwriter of his own right? I don't know. But why? What's up this morning? You got me beat on that one in a pinch. But I know you're a deadhead, so you know. So, and your 8-year-old son knows. He's like, Dad's a deadhead. I know everything about the Dead. Goes to school and schools the kids on it. Most kids are like, did they open up for Taylor Swift? Your son's like, no. They were way before her. Oh, did they know Beyonce? Cardi B? You know your fans, man. I do know. I know you did it. But go ahead and tell me who it was. I don't know. Wow. That'd be a good little note for me to keep for further down the road to mess with people. All right, let's see what we got going on. Oh, we're about ready to get out of here. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for you guys. Thank goodness. Stay tuned. Coming up, start over again, right? Coming up, following the show, Sustainable Brown Girl with Ariel Green. And then we got Singled Out with, of course, tune in there from 10:30 to 11. And then it's Military Mom Talk from 11 to noon. The best sports lineup in business begins at this time, 12 to noon with the Rod Peterson Show. 2 p.m. the Sports Beat Richard Holder, and 3 p.m. it's Braves Country Radio. Then we'll have the Rick Smith Show at 5 and some great programming from our sports lineup in the evening. So there you go. Bruce Hornsby was their keyboard player? Really? I am surprised. Big Ben was the Big Ben. Big Ben wasn't a keyboard player either. Wait a minute. No, he wasn't. It was the other guy. The one Lucy was in love with. What was it? Now you're bringing up the now we're bringing up the Charlie Brown thing. Lucy and Linus. And who was the musician, the keyboard player? Dave. Dave. Okay. But who was the keyboard player for on the Peanuts? The piano player, I should say. The guy who wrote The Way It Is a diehard deadhead. Oh, man. A lot of them are. You just wouldn't know. You'll know if you walked into their room and you're like, something smells like, what's that smell? Is that some of that sweet leaf? Ron. Oh, okay. Ron Big Ben. Yeah. All right. I know who you're talking about. Must have been Bruce Hornsby. Must have been there before. Well, I do know that with John Mayer doing that Dead and Company now, man, Have you went and saw that in a pinch? I don't know if you've seen that. What you think about the rest of the members of the Dead playing with John Mayer? John Mayer is actually, I like his music, so very talented guitar player and singer. I hear the bell ringing. Do the bell is tolling. Got the bell a tolling. I have a great show. It's a great show. Very surprising. Awesome. Good to hear. All right, we're going to be back tomorrow on Friday's show. We've got H.D. Reese with us from Warrior Defenders and the author of Life After Silence joins us tomorrow morning. We'll have some other fun stuff on Friday heading into the weekend, and we'll just close out the week with a TGIF Friday. Until we meet again, peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. But the bell tolls for thee, for whom the bell tolls. Time marches on. All right, guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here, and I appreciate all of you listening and all getting us up to over 1.3 or 1.4K listeners and everything. I mean, viewers. I appreciate that. You guys have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, okay, and the winner of today's poll, I meant to tell you guys, is a Zodiac Killer. I was just watching their movie 1991 show again yesterday. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Well, I know my deadhead. All right, brother. I appreciate all you guys. Have a great day. We will be back on Friday. And keep us in our prayers so we can keep the show going as well. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here.